Hello there, you content creator, you content entrepreneur, creating content. I'm going to show you something that is just really exciting. I'm excited here. I've been here in the study, looking forward to seeing you. I've been waiting for you, so thanks for stopping by now. And we're going to talk about how you can start using some of the machine learning that's out there for artificial intelligence. Hi, I'm Terry Brock, and here with Stark Raving Entrepreneurs, we talk with entrepreneurs about how to work with things like artificial intelligence, virtual reality, marketing, and doing a lot more to build your business using some of these latest tools that are out there. And what we do is we work with people from around the world and show how to use this. Today, I'm going to show you how you can use that, particularly with artificial intelligence. It ties in directly with our live and let live philosophy, the idea of you living peacefully, everything being done between adults voluntarily, that we also embrace the non-aggression principle. You don't start hurting people, you do it politely and gently. Well, artificial intelligence can help us on some of these areas as well. Matter of fact, real quick, before we get into everything, write this down: starkravingevent.com. That's where you can register for our free weekly event. You'll get a chance to find out about what's going on in this area and in others. So when you find a good resource and a really good community of fellow entrepreneurs from around the world, that's where you want to go. So starkravingevent.com. That'll help you get started with this. Well, let's take a look at this. I have been so excited about this, just sitting here in my study. This is going to be a little bit different video than I normally present because I want to concentrate on what's going on with artificial intelligence and content creators, creator entrepreneurs. So using that gives you some incredible possibilities for making this work, making it do some really good things. And so I'm just playing with my computer here, getting a few things done. I want to walk you through some slides that I've got so you can see how they work and where we are today. This is becoming stronger and stronger, but we're in the early stages. So hey, you entrepreneurs, you know what it's like when something's just getting started. You get in there and hardly anybody knows anything about this stuff. There's a few people that know a lot, but you can get in there and start learning it and then become an expert at it. This is going to have enormous potential for people, and this is where we are in the world today. Matter of fact, we're in the changing world of business, and right now you might have heard of saying before, if you keep on doing what you've already done, that you would keep on getting what you've already got, right? Well, that's not quite true. Matter of fact, today, if you do that, you're in serious trouble because we're in an environment where things are changing so fast. If you keep doing what got you to the level of success you've enjoyed before, you could lose it and be completely out of touch with what's happening. So that's why I want to get you up to speed today, right here on this, what's happening with artificial intelligence, how it's working, and how you can use it. I want to give you some examples. You're going to love this. Some examples of what can be done. And what I did, putting some things together just in studying this for you and for our presentation that I did for our Stark Raving Entrepreneurs the other day, there's some resources out there that are possible for you as a content creator, and the possibilities are enormous. One of those is, write this down, Runway ML. ML is in machine learning. So machine learning, Runway, it's a great little tool. And what I'm going to do is here, I'm just going to come in here. This is just us here. I'm going to share my screen and go over to the current application here. And I'm going to click on that on the screen. So you should see that now up there where you'll have the ability to see what's happening. I'm here on the screen itself, got it there. And you'll see they've got several different applications for you that are available where you can zoom in, where you can blur out a background. You can draw a picture based on the words that you type, where they're showing here, plant a tree. It does that. Also, you've got image changing. You can change one image to another, morph it over like that. You can also have like a frame interpolation so that what you'll do, whoops, I hit the wrong key there. Let me come over here on this one. Notice what happens when I do this. It shows me that it changes and morphs a plane into a bird. So you can take one picture and move it into another one. They call it frame interpolation. Those of you that are catching this on audio in our audio podcast, you want to make sure you can try to get over and see this on video and go over to runwayml.com yourself and take a look at it. And they've got a whole bunch of these AI tools that are just magical over here, and you can use those. And by the way, all this can be done in their free version. So with a free version, you can start. I have not bought it yet, And I'm seriously looking at it because of the capabilities. And to show you some of those capabilities, here's what I want to do is I'm going to show you some of the ways that I've used this and putting some things together so I can see some real nice calculations of words and making some wonderful things happen in a beautiful way. The way they've done it is, I think, just amazing when we see the capabilities here. Now, there's the screen. I took a screenshot of that so you can see runway ML. M is in Mike, L is in Lima, and it does some amazing things with that. And I think it's something that we can use a lot in many of the areas that we're using content creation. Like, for instance, watch this. I typed in the words sitting on a beach drinking. Those words alone. And then I put it in there. After about 60 seconds or so, it generated this picture. Picture of a man and woman on a beach. Blankets there, you're looking out over at the water, and you see some drinks there. I just typed those words, and it did it like that. That is just nothing short of amazing. Oh, here's another one now. I was playing around, having some fun with this. Kangaroo Wearing Tux. And that's the image it gave me, which could be used in some cases, depending on your application and what you need. I would probably do a little bit of screen adjustment here, capturing some of that. There's a little white object on the left that I probably don't need on this, but it would be something that in some circumstances could be very good. But it's not perfect. Not where we want it to be yet. As an example, I thought, well, let me go really wild and type something, cows dancing wildly. And when I typed cows dancing wildly, this is the picture it gave me, which doesn't really look that dramatic. It's just some cows in a field. But I thought, well, let's just see what we can do. So you might be out of luck there. Or what I could do is I could have it keep generating several different pictures. That's a really nice feature that they have so that you can try something. And if it doesn't quite work right, you just click the regenerate or the generate button again, and it redraws the image. So it's got something that is really handy. And again, you can use the free version and get a whole lot done with that. I would encourage you to take a look at it. Now, here's another one, really good, called Dream Studio Lite, Lite. Do a Google search on this. It creates images for you like these here and others. Let me show you an example. Here's one I can use. You'd probably be able to use something like this. If I wanted a picture that I could use that I know is royalty free, not infringing on anyone else's right, I typed biz people shaking hands. Biz people shaking hands. And when I did that, this is the image it gave me, which could be used in many different situations. Yes, we can go over to places like Unsplash and Pexels and a host of wonderful other places. But this way, I know for sure it's mine, and I might be able to create something that I wouldn't be able to get over there. So this gives me a lot of capability and gives you the ability to use your imagination in your creation. Start thinking, gee, what could I do? I could do something with this. Write the words and see what happens. Try these sites because they can help you in some profoundly wonderful ways. Now, again, they're not perfect because I typed the same. I did a regenerate on this one where I typed biz people shaking hands. That one did look pretty good, but what happened is in the next one that came out, I first saw it and I thought, oh, maybe we could use that one. And then I looked over, it's not perfect. Notice the person who's shaking hands looks like a woman shaking hand with someone. Over on the left hand, you'll see it doesn't quite look right. Something's going on there with her index finger sticking out a little bit, but maybe if I cropped it a little bit or did some kind of manipulation with it, I could use that. And then what I did is I tried another one here, and I thought, oh, this one looks good at first brush. I looked at it, I thought, yeah, that's nice. And then wait a minute, as I looked at it a little bit closer, I can see the hands are great. However, look at the man's arm on the right. You see that it's almost like he's wearing two suits, one that's gray and one that's darker color, maybe a dark blue or a black suit. Couldn't quite use that, but I could use something maybe maybe cut it off right there at the lines where we have the darker suit. That might work. So again, you want to work on this. Realize we're not in the perfect state yet, but we're in a place where, well, it's getting better. However, I also did this one, and it came out pretty amazing. I typed in, whoops, let me go over here to this right here. I want to get over here and show you what I'm doing. There we are. The Dream Studio Lite gave me this, sunset over ocean. Look at that. And again, those of you that are listening to this on audio, just imagine a beautiful sunset over an ocean. You see, looks like some cypress trees out there that are available. Really nice. So the possibilities are enormous on what you can do with this. Start thinking about how you can do it. Those are a couple that are available and they work really, really well. Now here's another one that you want to look into as well. It's Imagine by Google. Yeah, Google himself, and that's spelled Imagene. They kind of made up their own word, but it sounds like imagine. And they did that so that you can see a lot of different things. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see it. I want you to get ready to be amazed when you see this, because what we've got here is words that you would type, and then when you see those words, you'll see them come into play, available for you. And here, let me get this set up here a little bit. I'm going to come back there, over here, and I'm going to go move over here so that you can see this, and I'll change this over to look at my screen. So we'll go to the Brave browser. There we go. And look at this right here. What I'm typing in here, I'll move me around a little bit here. We're going to make this and something you see. Look at this. They type in a dog looking curiously in the mirror, seeing a cat. And that's the image that it gives you, which is pretty amazing. A bald eagle made of chocolate powder, mango, and whipped cream. Look at that. And it creates that image for you that you can use royalty free. A photo of a raccoon wearing an astronaut helmet looking out the window at night. There it is. You're creating this just by typing in the words. And all of this is over at Imagine by Google. Yeah, Google it. It's in the research project right now. It's something that really is not being used that much. They are not selling anything here, and it's not even able to be used by Google yet. But what they're doing is giving you a sneak peek into what's coming. Here is what's coming in the future and how you're going to be able to use that and how you're going to be able to get ahead with it. So I think there's some real good features on that. But remember, like we say, it's not perfect. It's not perfect yet. We're going to be moving toward that, but we're going to be moving into other applications so that you can then see what is available. The kind of possibilities are really nothing short of enormous when we see the capabilities that are going to be out there. But here's the key. Don't just wish for it. You've got to work for it. Get out there, and that means you got to do the reps. I'm doing that myself right now, practicing with it, bumping into a wall, try it again, but the artificial is really good. And here's a way to do it as well. Discover and nurture your community, or notice how I put in parentheses there, IES, communities. We're doing that with our stark raving entrepreneurs, and we're finding that's what people really like. We often say that people will come for the content that we're talking about, helping entrepreneurs in a live and let live manner, and they stay for the community, because the community gives you the ability to have all these people that are right there helping you as you help them as well. And so we invite you to come on over there. Again, it'd be www.starkravingevent.com. And now is the time. Now is the time to get in that, because we're seeing our world changing so fast. No one can keep up with all that's going on. It's not going to be perfect. It's going to get messy, get a little bit bumpy at times. You want to have that community around. So now is the time to get in there and start working with it. Here are some AI possibilities that you can look into and start seeing possibilities for, to see, okay, here's what's going to be happening. Using this for content creation is a given. You want to use that. Using it for writing copy. A lot of people are using a tool called Jasper. I'm using one also called Write, RYTE. I think that's how it is. RYTE, spelled a little bit differently. And they are writing the copy for many different areas. Plus research. By using artificial intelligence, you're able to find out what people really are looking for in many different ways. Now, here's a tool that I'm using also you might want to look into if you're doing videos. TubeBuddy. It has a keyword explorer, so it looks for those words that you type in and lets you see, hey, how effective is that going to be? Like, for instance, here I put in one here for some tests, see what it was, and you'll see it came up with fair of 21 over 100. So it quantified it and said, Terry, that's not really such a good title, so I would switch it around and change that to something else, and we can do that. But AI possibilities here, TubeBuddy's keyword is great. Another tool that does the writing and very famous is Jasper. Jasper. Great tool for writing and developing AI as well. And here's off their website. What amazing content will you create with AI? Discover all the ways that Jasper AI content platform can help streamline your creative workflows. Whole bunch of things that it's doing that are amazing. So I would say get ready for some wow moments when you see what's there. So in conclusion on this video, Learn those market valuable skills. This is something that the marketplace really wants. So you want to get on this right now. Put it on your radar to start studying it. Go to these websites that we've talked about and come on over to Stark Raving Entrepreneurs. Come over to our starkravingevent.com. Register for that. We'll be talking about it as well. So here's some recommendations I have for you. Number one, put it on your radar. This is really important. It's something you want to know about. And I would say in the midst of everything else going on, it's something you want to go back to and study, look at what's available and how it's going to work for you. Secondly, get to know more about AI. Get in there, splash around in the water and see what's available. And then create, explore, and play. I want you to get these kind of benefits and start working with it in a big, big way so that you can see what's going on and how it's working. This is the key, and you're going to be able to do that. So get in there, work with it, and I'd love to hear from you. Drop us a note and let us know what we can do. And check out the other videos that we have here on this site, because we want you to be able to grow in your entrepreneurial business and make it the kind of thing that is going to work for you. I'm Terry Brock, and for Gina Carr, my partner, and the rest of the community here at Stark Raving Entrepreneurs, we wish you the very best.